Today's story is about that simple man whom most people considered naive, foolish, or ignorant. Let us begin, dear friends. Juha once owned a spacious and beautiful house. One day he needed a sum of money for trade, so he went to his acquaintances and friends to borrow it. But they refused. He roamed the whole town, but no one wanted to help him. So he thought of selling his house without giving it up completely, so he could take the money and then reclaim it after finishing his trade. He offered it for sale after thinking deeply, with a trick no one would ever imagine. The offer was very tempting and the price of the house was reasonable. But he placed a large nail on the wall in the middle of the house and added a huge extra amount, many times the house price, for the nail. Everyone who came to buy admired the house and the price, but objected to the outrageous price of the nail, so Juha would say,
Then buy the house and leave the nail to me.
Fine, I'll buy the house. Just take your nail with you.
Ah, here lies the problem, my friend. This nail was placed by my father when I was a child. He made me swear never to remove it. It reminds me of him, my family, and my childhood.
And so, each time, the buyer walked away. Juha continued this way for some time, until the news reached a wealthy but stingy man in town. This man was deeply impressed by the house and agreed to buy it, on the condition that the nail remained Juha's property. He scoffed.
And what will Juha possibly do with that nail? It'll still be inside my house.
Yet Juha insisted on a specific clause in the contract. The buyer must pay the house price in cash. The pre-existing nail must remain untouched in the wall, never removed. And Juha must retain the right to do whatever he wished with the nail, and visit it whenever he pleased. The buyer chuckled to himself and agreed, failing to notice Juha's hidden intention behind this condition. After the contract was signed, the buyer moved into his new home with his wife. Only a few days after Juha finished his business, he went to his former house and knocked on the door. When the man asked why he had come, Juha replied,
I've come to check on my nail.
The man welcomed him in, seated him, and fed him. But the visits soon multiplied. Day after day, Juha came to inspect the nail, sitting for long hours, eating and drinking at the owner's expense, until the man grew utterly fed up and complained to the chief of police. Juha heard of this. So the next time, he walked straight to the wall with the nail, removed his cloak, spread it on the floor, and sat down. The buyer cried out,
What on earth are you doing, Juha?
I heard you reported me to the police chief, so I'm waiting here in the shade of my nail until he arrives.
But the chief never came. He knew Juha well, and knew the contract even better. Eventually, the man's wife, exhausted by the ordeal, left the house. Desperate, the man begged Juha.
What do you want?
I want my house back. Here, take your money, all of it.
You're dreaming. I'll never give up this beautiful house. Do whatever you like.
Still, Juha kept visiting daily, always for the nail. When the miser refused to feed him, Juha began coming after midnight, knocking loudly. The man would open the door, furious.
What do you want at this hour? It's past midnight.
I miss my father, my friend. I couldn't sleep. I need to smell his scent. Pray for him.
And he'd stay until dawn, weeping and wailing.
I miss you, dear father. Where are you? You left me alone, father. Father, father, may God have mercy on you. The world turned dark without you. I don't know how to live without you. Mercy, O beloved father.
One day, broken, the man pleaded,
Juha, my head is splitting. My life is ruined. Please, just leave me be.
My house is calling me. My house is calling me.
I told you, you're dreaming. I'll never give it up.
Then here's my final advice, my friend. You have until this evening to leave the house.
And he walked away. That evening, Juha returned, carrying a large slab of raw meat, and knocked. The man opened the door, exasperated.
What now? And what are you holding?
This is called save yourself before they carry you to your grave.
What do you mean?
I saw my father in a dream. He commanded me to bring him a large piece of meat. He longs for it deeply, so I will hang it on the nail and be very careful, my friend. Do not touch it.
The meat rotted. It festered. The stench spread through the entire house. The man lost his mind. He could endure no more. He abandoned the house, furniture, belongings, everything, and fled into the streets, screaming.
Oh, Juha, take the house. take the nail, and eat the donkey. Take the house, take the nail, and eat the donkey.
From that day on, the expression Juha's nail has been used to describe someone who exploits a tiny loophole or flimsy excuse to achieve major goals, and serves as a warning to anyone who underestimates seemingly small matters, unaware of where they might ultimately lead. And the most notorious user of this tactic is the accursed devil himself. May God curse him in his dealings with all the children of Adam. The lesson we draw from this tale is clear. We must be extremely vigilant, especially in our time today, for the devil's nails have multiplied and diversified. The nail of desire, al-hawa, the nail of lust, al-shahawat, wasting time, holding grudges, arrogance, deceit, cunning, empty talk, in real life, on phones, on social media, binge-watching films and series for hours on end, to the point that we may have not even a single nail left for acts of goodness, remembrance of God, or tears shed out of love and awe for Him. Glory be to Him.